Would you like me to do it? Are you done with the story?
Yeah, I'm done.
Would you like me to bring a story?
Sure, bring a story to the table.
I saved one because I think you will have better reactions than me.
Okay.
I saved this for you.
All right.
Headline is, Reparations site offers whites opportunity to extricate themselves from their guilt by paying black people's rent.
So do you think there will be any takers?
Well, let's find out, shall we?
All right.
If Black Lives Matters and black reparation advocates would actually get a job to become productive members of American society, perhaps they would stop whining and demanding handouts. Just like the guy sitting at the corner every day in worn, dirty clothes with his hand out asking for spare change, these grifters spend an inordinate amount of time thinking up new reasons why we should give them free stuff to support their indolence. So apparently this guy's not for this.
Yeah, I guess not. I think that he's racist. I think that he's stereotypical. Right. I don't think that he has any grasp of the social implication that he's making here. I think he's, I'm going to have to discount his op-ed piece because I just think that he's biased, bigoted, and racist.
Sure. Some scams are more outrageous than others. Black Panthers are famous for demanding payments for training programs, for example. Others create community outreach programs such as work that bumbling President Obama did as a community organizer. That is simply a government job that encourages malcontents to demand more and more from both government and gullible liberals who are taken in by the charade. Of course, libs are at least smart enough to offer other people's money, yours and mine, rather than to give up their own.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
Well, yeah, that is a big thing because ever since the Johnson administration with his Great Society, literally trillions of dollars have been spent on social programs, and it's not gotten any better. Actually, it's gotten worse. Right.
Well, this is where you're going to start loving this.
Okay.
Now a new website has popped up, and it is a doozy. It really plays on white guilt and makes direct requests for things these folks should be paying for on their own.
Okay.
It is supreme chutzpah, and there are goofballs who will respond as if it is a reasonable and rational charity program.
Sure.
Be sure to check out blah, blah, blah. Look at some of the demands for the free stuff. Ready?
Okay, let's hear what people want for nothing.
Okay. Quote, the website started as a Seattle-based conceptual artist, Natasha Marin, suggests a number of ways in which white people can atone for the fact that 1.4% of white people owned black slaves in the United States over 150 years ago.
Yeah, that was 150 years ago.
Yeah. That wasn't you?
No, I wasn't around. I was born in 1963.
Here are some examples of how the site on the site's About page. Person of color number 3. I need groceries. White person number 3. I'll get them for you. PM me and I'll send an Amazon Fresh or Safeway delivery. You just pick out what you want. I have a $200 limit.
Okay. Now, is that a legitimate exchange?
Well, that's what they're saying is what you should do is black people should post on their Facebook that they need groceries.
Yeah. And
then you should see the black person's post.
Right.
And say, well, here, PM me and I'll send you some.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll send $200 because I owe you that.
Right. Okay.
Next example, person of color. I'm too upset to make dinner. I live in Seattle. White person's answer, come over to my house for dinner. Bring a friend if you'd like. PM me and I'll send you the address, or I can order delivery to you. What kind of food do you like?
So this person says they're too upset to make dinner?
Yes.
They're too upset.
Too upset.
What are they upset about?
Dude, 150 years of being repressed.
So what have they done up to today? Have they starved?
Yes. That's why you got to make them some dinner.
Okay.
It's overwhelmed them today.
I guess. All right.
So they need to be taken care of.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. Here's the next one. I want to scream and cuss at someone. White person's answer, I volunteer as tribute. How do we set this up?
Wow. Okay.
You feeling this so far?
Not really, no, but okay.
Next example. Where is it? I want to escape this cruel world in a specific video game, but I can't afford it on Steam right now. This is not a crisis. I just don't trust people easily and want to see if this works. White person's answer, thank you for giving me the chance to do something concrete and relatively easy. I was quietly hating myself for doing nothing.
I don't believe that. I was quietly hating myself.
Don't you quietly hate yourself?
No,
for your
of course
guilt?
not. Of course
Yes,
not. I have zero guilt. Zero.
Dude, you have to have white guilt.
I don't. I don't have white guilt.
Come on.
None at all.
Numerous white people beset with self-loathing have already offered a number of goods and services, including the free use of a car, house cleaning, massages, catharsis, and straight-up whole cold, hard cash. Is that not you?
No.
Black people have also posted messages on the site with requests for free laptops, a Kindle ebook reader, and recording studio access.
Recording studio access?
Well, that's how you can feel better about your black repression, is to record a rap album.
Okay.
No?
No.
I want my project fully funded, or at least my phone paid for, from here till December, so I can stay in Boracan writing about American colonialism, another man demands on his Reparations Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else asked for recording studio time so they could record, quote, an album entitled White Boys to vent out my frustration on, well, white boys.
Okay.
Before you say it, no, this is not a joke, despite the fact that it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Every offer or request on the website links to the individual's personal Facebook profile.
Well, I guess that leaves me out because I don't have a Facebook.
Yeah, but you would just be a deliverer. You don't have anything to complain about. You know, I could probably pass on some messages to you if you said you are feeling your white guilt.
Yeah.
Would you like that? I'll sign up and then I'll just pass them on to you. Hey, yeah. Neely, person in Chicago needs new bullets because they wasted them all last weekend shooting people.
Right.
Would that be helpful for you?
No, not at all.
No?
Nope.
Marin says the website is a way for white people to extricate themselves from the guilt they are mired in, but that it is in no way a pardon for years of systemic abuse. Presumably, Marin is not talking about the kind of systematic abuse that leads to figures like white people being 27 times more likely to be violently attacked by black people than vice versa.
Mm-hmm. This
is fucking pissing you off, isn't it?
Not really. It's just I find it more ridiculous than anything else because, you know, either I don't, you know, obviously I don't hang out with a lot of people, but the few people that I do hang out with, I don't think ever once the discussion that I feel guilty about my life
Never
has ever come up. Not once.
Why should you feel that?
You shouldn't.
Why? And this is a growing thing. I always thought this was ridiculous and nobody actually took this kind of stuff seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like a growing, like, real thought.
Do you know anybody personally?
I've just seen it on TV.
Yeah, but you don't know anybody personally.
I see when they put the microphone in the idiot's face, and they'll say, "Yeah, I'm owed reparations," and it's like, get the fuck out of here! You're not owed shit. Anyway, there's more to this, but it's just this guy ranting and raving.
Sure.
So, but there you have it. So now there's a website where black people can request reparations from white people.
I gotcha.
So what I wonder is, if you donate, like, let's just say my white guilt overcomes me tomorrow.
Okay.
If I go and I buy somebody that's asking for groceries, $200 worth of groceries, am I officially off the hook? Have I provided the reparation?
Well, who are you on the hook for, or who is keeping track or accountability?
Great Grandpa Aiken must have had a slave or something.
Yeah, but my point is who do you need to be accountable to?
The black community, of course.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is that this would be just like suing the Bay Boys. Who are the Bay Boys? Are they an incorporation or something?
No.
It's just individuals who are labeled the Bay Boys. Now, who are you accountable to for reparations? What organization?
The black organization.
Okay.
My question is can I get, before they make this some kind of dumb national law, can I just buy somebody $200 worth of groceries and be done with it?
Hey, listen, I gave it the office.
Yeah, look, go to this dumb website.
Yeah, look at there's my reparations right there.
Yeah, I gave somebody a $200 Amazon card.
Yeah,
I'm done with you.
Sure.
I just my point though is if all I got to do is pay $200 and I can be forgiven for my racist bad ways, I think that's what I want to do.
I disagree.
Would never do
completely.
that.
It's like what happened 150 years ago, 200 years ago is none of my concern.
Had not anything to do with me. Nothing. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah. So dumb.
Anyway, there's that story out there. I just thought you'd get a kick out.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable that anybody actually would participate in something like that.
It's this new generation.
I mean,
dude.
if you do something out of an act of kindness, you feel like giving, to a worthy cause, or you're moved to do something,
Sure.
I would never begrudge anybody that.
Sure.
But to say you owe, it's like, no, I don't.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything, but let me rewind it this way. I'll say it this way. I personally probably donate, $500-$600 a year to various things, and it's always, $50 here, $25 there. Somebody's doing whatever, exercise thing for cancer or for, their mom that has AIDS or whatever the fuck it is. I tend to do that, and I don't know if you do that or you don't.
I used to give to certain organizations, but because of all the scandals that have arisen and misappropriation of funds, and you go to anything from anything as noble as the Salvation Army or the Red Cross or even Wounded Warriors or thing like that. And then you come to find out that somehow somebody in the organization, a higher up or whatever, squandered that money, or a bunch of money came up missing, or it didn't get to where it was supposed to. How about that? One of the ones that one of the more recent ones was that earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah.
A few years ago, there was literally $1 billion raised for that, and they saw maybe a few 100,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, and there's no accounting where the rest of that 999 million went. You know, I mean,
well, dude, I used to do, you know, the whole thing out of the paycheck for the Red Cross, right up until the Red Cross told my ex that they wouldn't help her when I got blown up, when I was fucking coma.
Sure.
Like, sorry, doesn't qualify. Fuck you. Now I'm done qualifying. I'm done paying it. But what I do is generally, you know, I have a lot of friends that are involved in a lot of shit, as we all do. You know, and when they're specifically doing something, I will specifically donate money.
Yeah, because you know the people personally and maybe it's like a local cause or something like that.
Right. But I'm not. Yeah, I would never donate to any organization anymore.
Yeah. I stopped doing that. You know, I used to donate money to like the Fraternal Order of Police, things like that. But, you know, even that got corrupt. Everything got corrupt. I mean, and I bring up Wounded Warriors. I mean, you know, their Wounded Warriors seemed to have a lot of good things going on. And then those two guys that got booted out and got charged.
Yeah.
You know, and they got dismissed without any, publicizing what it is they got dismissed for.
Sure.
But there was a question of a bunch of money missing. And it's like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with donating to causes.
Right. Well, that's like, even, you know me, dude, I'm Mr. Military guy. And I have in the past donated to the USO. And then I heard stories about, you know, shit being donated to USO not getting to the soldiers. So literally when Iraq fired up, my friend Barry was in Iraq, and I just, you know, for Christmas I went and I bought, you know, $500-600 worth of stuff, you know, some iPods and some you know, everything, shampoo and toothpaste and all the bullshit that they need, right?
Sure.
But instead of giving it to the USO like I would have in the past, I just got Barry's address and I sent it straight to him.
Yeah, you sent it directly to him, sure.
Yeah, so that I knew it would get there.
Yeah, and I don't blame you for that.
And it's sad that it has to be that way.
Yeah, I agree.
But you got to kind of do that kind of shit.
Well, it's the same thing. I told that story a few weeks ago. How I was walking out of Walgreens and the Girl Scouts were out there selling their cookies, and
right,
rather than, you know, taking the cookies or buying them, I just gave them $20.
Right.
You know, I'll just give them the money because they were right there, and that money probably went right to their troop or whatever. And
right,
you know, it wasn't a lot of money. Obviously, it was $20, but still, I gave $20 to their fundraising for whatever, you know. Right, but exactly. I was pretty confident that it wasn't going to go into the big pot. It was going to go to their troop. You know, so that I feel comfortable doing that.
Sure, absolutely.
But as far as donating to an organization, I just don't do that anymore.
Yeah. So that's the whole. Don't you think? And I was going somewhere with this. Don't you think that? One, I don't think that there's any reparations that are ever owed to anybody.
No, I don't believe that at all. No.
Yeah, this is even in court. The only time you end up owing in court is if you do something directly to somebody.
Right.
Directly to somebody. You know, if your dad, how old's your dad? 90, whatever?
No, he's 87.
Does he still drive?
Yes.
If he mowed somebody down tomorrow, okay, just he's driving his car and he hit somebody, killed him. Do you owe that person's family anything?
No.
Of course not. But so then why would these reparations be any different?
That's not.
See, you know, you haven't done anything to any black people.
Sure. Nothing.
And I can't believe that there are people out there that really believe that they're owed something.
Well, the thing is that, as you said, this new liberal media and this whole idea that, well, you as a white person, look at this downtrodden person. The reason they're downtrodden is because you've got it so good.
That's how it works, right?
Sure. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, there's, in my opinion, there's no such thing as any of these charitable causes being worthy. Back in the late 80s, around 1990, there was this guy that used to hang out with us, and he invited us over to his parents' house, to have some beers and to fucking, play some pool and shit. So we show up at this fucking guy's house, we follow him over there, and he lives on, like, one of those streets with, like, two names, like Bubbling Brook Lane or Whispering Willow Drive. So we get to his fucking house. It's more like a fucking estate, okay? Now, this guy drove a fucking Mustang GT. His father fucking bought him. We get to the house. His sister's fucking Toyota Celica GT with a fucking convertible top is there, as well as his mother's brand new fucking Volvo station wagon. We get to this fucking house. This house is easily, back then in Connecticut, probably, I'd say about an $800,000 to $1 million house. Okay, so we're in there, we're fucking playing pool, drinking fucking beers, and finally we said, we asked him, hey, what does your old man do for a living? He says, oh, he's an executive for the United Way. All right? These motherfuckers are asking me for $5 fucking when I'm fucking hopping it for fucking $10 an hour, and this fucking guy's living like this. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck he drove. Back then it was probably an Audi 5000 or something. But I believe that almost all of those fucking charities, almost every fucking penny you fucking donate gets fucking swallowed up in salaries. Okay? Very little of it actually helps anybody. Okay? And another scam that I've always wondered about was Live Aid. What happened to all that fucking money? They had, both of those fucking concerts, the one at Wembley Stadium, the one at fucking in Philadelphia. Where'd all the fucking money go? Okay, and today, what's his name? The guy, Bob Geldof, he's worth like fucking $300 fucking million. Okay, on the strength of what? That fucking song, I Don't Like Mondays? Where did all of this fucking guy's money come from? Go ahead and fucking Google his fucking net worth. The guy's worth like $400 fucking million.
That's Sir
He had
Bob Geldof to
He had
you.
one weak ass fucking single back in the fucking day. Where'd all that fucking money come from? And don't even get me fucking started on those creepy fucking Salvation Army people. They fucking sit out there with their, collecting all that fucking money at Christmas time, and they selling all that fucking donation clothing. Where the fuck is all that money going? I'm telling you, all of it. Every time you donate to a fucking charity, it all gets fucking the whole fucking charity exists for no other reason than to provide fucking paychecks for the fucking people who work for the fucking charity. And nothing anybody's ever going to fucking tell me is ever going to move me off that. There's absolutely no fucking altruism to it at all.
Yep. Well, I agree.
Oh, and by the way, I went to see the Guns N' Roses show at Gillette Stadium Tuesday night. Pretty good.
Just pretty good?
It wasn't excellent or the best you've ever seen. It was just pretty good.
Well, the only other time I saw GNR was back when they toured for Appetite for Destruction, like long fucking time ago. But Axl's lost weight, by the way. He definitely didn't look as fat as he was.
Right.
He's definitely, I'd say he lost at least 50 pounds.
50? Come on. I just saw pictures of him, from 2 weeks ago. He didn't lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know. I saw pictures. I'm talking about like when he was doing those shows down in South America where they took those pictures of him with the red bandana. And,
that was years ago though. But I mean, the beginning.
Well, he wasn't as fat as he was, but his voice fucking sounded real good. Boy, him and fucking Sebastian Bach, man, both of those guys, for as old as they are, they still got their fucking voice. I'll say that. I don't know. I mean, it was a good show. They had a fucking awesome fireworks display when they played Paradise City was the last encore, and Lenny Kravitz was the opening act, and he was pretty good.
Did Steven Adler join him on stage at all?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think so. I didn't.
All right.
The drummer? No, I didn't see him. They had some other guy. It wasn't Steven Adler. If it was, he got a fucking haircut. But,
right.
No, I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it was about an 8.
All right. Well.
Anyway, hail and kill, hand job, and fuck you, pal.
All right. Well, I'm inclined to agree with Scotty. I just, that United Way was a big scandal.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah, they all are, man. I mean, I agree with them that they're, nobody donates to those organizations to make anybody a millionaire. I get it that the staff has to be paid or whatnot,
Yeah, sure.
and you should pay them for doing the work, but nobody should be a millionaire being the head of the United Way or the whatever, or any of those kinds of things.
Yep, I agree.
They should get $30,000 a year to manage it, or 50. Let's say 50, because that's a decent number. They should not be pulling down $12 million.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not why people give the money in the first place.
Sure. I'm completely with you.
It just sucks.
I agree. All right, well, let's take a short break.
All right.
I think by giving money to these charities, you are living on the edge of thorns. So let's play some Sabotage from the Edge of Thorns release. Here is the title track, exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is John Oliva. Feel my pain on the Classic Metal Show. Crank it up.